So, this is a what if that was kind of banging around in my head for a little bit, and I thought it would be kind of fun to do as its own video. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we're going to be talking about what if the Punisher existed in the Purge universe. So, yeah, what if, and I know it's someone's, before anyone types anything, literally, I know someone's going to type this, and I know we kind of had this. It's called the Purge Anarchy, right? Like, we all had that already. Right? Come on, guys. I know what was gonna happen. Come on. So yeah, what would it be like if you took Frank Castle and you dumped him off into the universe of the universe of the Purge? Honestly, nothing's going to change. And yeah, so Frank Castle, if you put him in the Purge, the night of the Purge, it's just shooting in a barrel. And I know, like, he's like, you could say, like, oh, but what if this thing is protected by the law, right? Yeah. It's also protected that you can kill anyone you want for any reason on Purge night. So to Frank, it's like he just got the permission to kill as many criminals as you want. And you may also be saying, but would Frank actually, like, the morality of it, make the Punisher not, like, what if he confronted someone who's like, no, I'm a good father, and I work, I give donations, and I attend my church every day, and all my kids are adopted from other countries, and, because my wife and I couldn't have kids of our own, so we need, I took in family, kids from war-torn nations. I'm a good person. And you know what Frank's going to say to that? Do you really want to know what Frank's going to say to that? You made the choice to be this. Because tonight it wasn't a get out of jail free card. Tonight, for Frank, this is what he's going to think of it. For people to do this, oh yeah, the government said, oh yeah, you can do whatever. And, you can do whatever. You made that choice. You made the choice to be what you are. You've basically just allowed yourself to just show the world what you really are. And you could have just stayed home with your family tonight. You could have, but no, you chose to be a criminal. So tonight, you're all gonna, if you're doing all of this, I don't care if it's like a government thing, and I don't care if, like, you're the right hand of God. I am going to kill you. Because, yeah, Punisher sees like, Frank Castle doesn't care about the morality of the situation. He is not going to give a iota of a shit about how, how this world is affected by, all of that. He sees you killing or raping someone, he's just gonna kill you. Like, that's just who the Punisher is. If anything, you just gave the Punisher a green light to kill as many people, and it's just basically, this is the other thing, Purge Night would prove Frank right. Like, that's what it really is that it would prove Frank Castle right about everything, that every human being deep down is shitty. That every person deep down wants to just hurt someone else, and they want to kill someone else, and if given the option, they will do it. So Punisher wouldn't care, he wouldn't care about what you do on the other days that isn't Purge Night. You chose to do this. You chose to be a criminal tonight, and and the next day you can go back to being who you are. Punisher's still going to be Punisher the next day. Like, Frank is still going to be Frank. And even if he doesn't catch you, like, let's say someone, like, the Punisher was trying to kill this one guy, but he got away, and it turns out that he's like a model member of society. He's a pillar of the community. He's like an alderman or something, or, he's this great teacher at a school or something, but when it's Purge Night, he just goes around, sexually assaulting teens or children on the streets that he finds, and he goes around kidnapping from lesser homes. Do you really think, like, honest to God question, do you really think someone like that isn't going to get away from Frank, even though, oh, it was Purge Night, I'm absolved? That doesn't matter to Frank. he's still if he knew what you did and you still live through the night, you're not gonna live past the Punisher, because even then, even he knows like these people are pretending. Like the Purge just basically showed everyone who these people really are, and it's not gonna matter. In fact, he's probably just gonna start like, if anything, here's what Frank's gonna do. Every year of the Purge, he is going to like write down and have like hack surveillance systems, or have microchip do it, and then start just like identifying people every night of the Purge, and because he can't get to everyone across the country, but at least in, like, let's say it's New York City. Like, let's just say this is Punisher's stomping ground of New York City, and every time the Purge night happens and he's identifying people, as many as he can, the ones he's not hunting down that night to kill, he's just going to like write it down, because it's like, it's still a crime. You still killed someone. You know, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not the law. I am punishment. So, yeah, I know someone's gonna make some big like stink about like Frank's morality and whatnot. It's not hard, really. Like, Punisher saw Frank Castle saw you kill, rape, or beat someone to near death. Oh, and now you are going to die. It may not be on Purge night. Maybe someone else will get you. Maybe it'll be Frank. But if you live past that night and Frank knows your face, he's gonna come after you. Because to him, he doesn't even remember. Punisher doesn't give a fuck about governments to begin with. He doesn't believe in government power. So the idea of something like the Purge night is not going to affect him. You know, it's just basically like tonight you chose to be this. You chose to be a criminal because you thought you would be protected by the law, but you're not going to be protected from me. So that's the thing, is that if you like stay in and just chill at your house with your friends or loved ones, you know, on Purge night, he's not going to come after you because you made that choice and you showed that you're the better person. This is just basically, you know, putting more names for Frank Castle to put on the list. That's all it is. It's pretty black and white. That's what Punisher is when it comes to justice. Either don't go out on Purge night and kill people, or go out or go out there and you're going to run into me. And even if you escape from me, even if I don't see you or lose you in the hunt for you, that's not going to save you, because I'll just kill you the next day. Or maybe I'll kill you next week or next month. Who knows? Now you live in a state of, like, oh boy, you survived Purge night. Now you live in a state of constant fear that Frank Castle's going to knock on your door and blow your brains out. Yeah, simple as that. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think it would be like if the Punisher existed in the Purge universe? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.